Hi guys, today we're getting ready to start chapter 3 and although I can't be at school today, I did want to make sure that this was available for everyone, not only those at home but also here at school. So we're going to start the chapter 3 notes, and we're starting out with systems of equations. Okay? A system of linear equations is a comparison between two linear equations okay? A solution of a system of linear equations is the point where the two graphs intersect. Okay? Now, the point of intersection, or POI, is the same thing as the solution for a system of equations. No solution means that the lines are parallel. A system of equations that has infinitely many solutions when the two equations form the same line. Okay, now for numbers of solutions of a system equation, in the first example, the lines intersect. So there is one solution. If it's the same slope but different y-intercepts, the lines are parallel. So there are no solutions. For same slope, same y-intercept, the lines are the same. So there are infinitely many solutions. Okay? So let's turn the page. And we're going to graph a few of these. I do need a straight edge, so let me grab something to use. In fact, let's see. We'll use this. This will work. Okay? Use my copying card. Alright. So you always have something nearby for a straight edge. Okay, so we've got y equals 3x plus 2. My slope is equal to 3. And my y-intercept, b, is equal to 2. Okay? So I'm going to plot the point 2. And then our slope of 3, for every 1, 2, 3 we go up, we go across 1. If I go down 3, 1 to the left. Down 3, 1 to the left. Okay, so there's our first line. Our second line has a slope of equal to 3 and a y-intercept that's equal to -2. So I'm going to find that point at -2. Slope of 3. And we can see that our lines are going to be parallel. They do not intersect, so no solution is our answer. Okay, for the next one, I've got a slope that's equal to -3/4 and a y-intercept that's 3. So since my m is -3/4, b is equal to 3. So I'm going to find my point 3. I have a slope of -3/4, so if I go down 3, that's negative. To keep the bottom positive, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. If I go up 3, that's a positive 3. I move 4 to the left. Connect those 2 points, or those 3 points. I have my graph. Now, if you notice, we have exactly the same equation listed the second time for example B. So, because they're the same line, there are infinitely many solutions. Okay, and I did abbreviate infinitely. Okay, so our next example, I have y equals x plus 2 and y equals 2x plus 1. The first one, since we don't have a number in front, we know our slope is 1. Our y-intercept is 2. So here's my y-intercept. I'm going to count off my slope. Connect the points. And there's our line. Our second one, m equals 2, y-intercept equals 1. And so there's our y-intercept. Our slope of 2, so rise of 2, run of 1, positive 2, positive 1. If I go down 2, that's -2, so I have to move -1 to the left to cancel out the 2 down. So -2, -1, -2, -1. That keeps our slope being positive. Okay? So our point is going to be at 1, 3. Okay? And that is our solution. So solution at 1, 3. All right, let's do one more example, and then there's one problem on the homework that I want to point out what you need to do, because it's kind of a special situation. Okay, so D, the slope is equal to -1/2. The y-intercept, B, is equal to -1. So I'm going to go to -1. I'm going to graph the slope of -1/2, so up 1, 2 to the left, up 1, 2 to the left, up 1, 2 to the left. If I go down 1, 2 to the right, down 1, 2 to the right, down 1, 2 to the right. So we connect those points. There's her graph. Okay, for the second one, m equals 1, b equals -4. And so I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a scope of 1. And so our solution is at 2, -2. Okay? Now, we've got one more that I want to look at. Okay? And that is actually when you get into your assignment, the Solving Systems of Graphing, you're going to do questions 1 through 10. And when you get to problems like number 5 or number 6, we suddenly go from being into scope intercept form to being in standard form. So I want to remind you of a couple of methods you could do. One, you could either change this to points, or not to point scope, but to scope intercept, or you could find your x-intercept and your y-intercept pretty easily. My suggestion is I would change it to scope intercept. So on the first one, if I subtract 6x from either side, y equals -6x plus 4. So I'm going to go to 4. My scope is -6, so if I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 to the left, there's my point. And so let's connect those. And there you have it. Okay? For this equation, y equals -6x minus 1. So it has the same scope, but a different y-intercept. Y-intercept at -1. I need the scope again, so up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1. Connect those 2 points. And because they are parallel, no solution. Okay, so for this first assignment, you will need to stop at number 10. I don't believe, yeah, stop at number 10. There's an assignment set up in Schoology. Thank you so much.